Manchester United, they want to splash the cash and get Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace. I mean, great idea, because he's a great player, isn't he?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Proving himself for England as well.
Yeah, and there's a strange situation at the moment where you've got Adam Wharton and Elliot Anderson, two superb talents, young England players, outside of the big clubs. So there's clearly talent to be had if you're among the big six, as it were. I think for United it makes a lot of sense, because midfield has been, for me, their biggest weakness. Really going back, even to the end of the Fergie era, they never really replaced the Scholes, Carrick midfield. They've never been able to control games in the middle of the pitch in the way that a big club should be able to do. They've papered over the cracks with different solutions. I think it's been the worst part of Ruben Amorim's football, has just been this absence in midfield. It's partly the formation, but it's partly just not having players that can take the ball and control a game and play a pass. And Adam Wharton's, you know, he stands out among young England players, among English midfielders we've seen in the last 10, 15 years, just because of his almost Spanish-style skills in that regard. So I can see how he would be perfect for them, but I can imagine they won't be the only club looking at him.
No, it'll be interesting. I mean, he missed out, didn't he, in the last camp for England, which perhaps, you know, he was proving a point to Thomas Tuchel in terms of his performances for Crystal Palace just recently. Is that somewhere where you feel that Manchester United, as Jonathan was saying, really need to strengthen? Looking at Liverpool last season, it was almost their midfield, wasn't it, that won them the Premier League? Is that something that they really need to strengthen?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think they've been really poor in midfield for quite a while. Also, I think they're especially poor because the system that he wants to play with only two men in the middle, like obviously there's a lot of onus on those guys to do a lot of running. And I think compared to basically almost all the other big Premier League teams, they look really poor in there physically. So I think they definitely need more energy, more fresh legs than that. And I think Wharton's an amazing player. I think he's probably the closest England has produced to a kind of Michael Carrick type player in the last 20 years. So I think, and he definitely looks like somebody who could easily make the step up to any team in the country. Yeah,
Charlie, is that something you agree with in terms of the fact that they're talking about Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro could be the ones that go?
I think he'd fit in brilliantly. I mean, it's an interesting one with Wharton, though, because I mean, it strikes me that Tuchel doesn't necessarily fancy him.
Why do you think that is?
And I don't know. I mean, he's only played once